Well, I've given it a really nice clean up in here. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Just a little point down here which is quite interesting. This is actually the back of the ECU. So it looks like the ECU gets some nice cool air directed onto it, coming in here through the airflow tube, which is picked up through the front scoop here, which is just behind the grille. On this car, it's on this side. I presume it'll be the same on the left-hand drive car as well, of course. This here is the right-hand drive model. So I'm just going to fit the new one in place. Should go in quite easily. Okay, looks good. And just locate it in here into the area where the, just get it into that little piece there. There we go. That's in there with the airflow sensor, and just drop it down into here. There we go. Nice and simple, nicely located. Everything's all done. So you can see it's not a very difficult job at all. Get the part. You know, if you're not using dealerships, it's something that you can do yourself. Maybe have a look at it. Could find it's like mine, maybe even worse than mine, or clogged up with gear, with junk and stuff, which I'm sure is not going to make the engine perform well. Probably make it a little bit harder for it to get the fuel mixture, and may even reduce a little bit of its fuel economy. I'm not an expert on how the fuel air mixture is completely trimmed out with these intakes. All I know is that hopefully this car doesn't give me any trouble, because I think it's going to be a bit of a a bit of a mission if I'm going to have to do repairs, because things in here are quite tight. But I've got service manual, I've got a workshop manual for it, and you know, if I have to do jobs on it, I will. I won't do an engine tear down, but I'm quite happy to do general maintenance and replacement of parts as they wear out. Okay, I did actually replace the battery. We did do that in October. That was an absolute nightmare. See, it's one heavy battery to get out. I think from memory it's something like about 800 odd CCA, cold cranking amps. It's a massive battery. This here is the filter for the cabin. You've got to take that off, undo those little clips at the back there, lift that out, disconnect the battery, and lifting it up and out is really hard. It's a tight fit. I had to actually just temporarily remove that rubber to one side to give myself some clearance to get the battery out. Putting the new one in wasn't so bad, but getting the old one out was pretty hard on my own. You got two handles to lift. It's a bit of a dead lift on it, and oh man, it was a struggle. She's heavy, but it was good for scrap. Because it weighed so much, I did get a reasonable amount back for the old battery for scrap. Interesting that it was the original Mercedes battery from new, lasted 17 years. So that's got to be a good advert for Mercedes batteries. Price you pay for it though, you would want it to last a long time. Okay, I'm just going to move the light out of the way for a bit. Just move that to one side, and just move my box, and got my cover here, and that just goes back on fairly easily. Let's get back a little bit here, camera. Just locates itself in there. I see, let's have a look here for a moment. Okay, that piece there. Oops, I better have a little look here for a moment. What's going on here? That little piece there, I might have to push this down further. Let me just check for a moment. Oh yeah, I think they can go down deeper. Does feel like it's sitting in there properly. I think that was about the height the other one was when I pulled it out. So let me just have another look here. That little piece there goes, oh, okay, it goes just, does it press down on it? I'm not too sure. That screw goes there. Okay, I might just close this off and have a little play with that with two hands and see how they go. It may not be as straightforward as what I thought it was, or maybe I've just got to push down hard on it. I don't remember, the cover actually came off quite easily, so I don't think it was under any pressure, so I may have to relocate it. I might actually have it upside down, so just have a little look at that for a moment. Just bear with me.